Y'all didn't even need me to say anything, did you? Well, good evening and welcome to our 2022 FCHS Scholarship Night. You know, this is the time of year when we gather to recognize the many achievements of our students here at FCHS, and tonight is particularly special because it's when we announce our scholarship winners. These young men and women on the stage have put in a great deal of hard work to put themselves in this position to be awarded these scholarships. But equally impressive is the generosity of our community. That will be on full display tonight, as you will see here in just a little bit. Here at FCHS, we are truly blessed to have such outstanding students and an incredible community that is committed to supporting them as they embark on their future endeavors. So without further ado, we will begin our ceremony, beginning with the presentation of the Charleston Southern University Scholarship. This scholarship is in the amount of $76,000, and it is awarded to Tempest Jaya. Our next scholarship is the Imagine America Scholarship in the amount of $1,000, and that goes to Dawson Galloway. Next, we have the Georgia Southern Kane Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, and that goes to Lillian Davis. Next, we have the Reinhardt University Academic Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, combined with the Music Scholarship in the amount of $1,250, and that goes to William Watkins. I get to keep all the money that is not claimed tonight, so I'm excited when I show up. Next, we have the Vera Jackson Scholarship. We're going to award two of these, both of these in the amount of $20,000. And the first one goes to Elizabeth Acevedo Montoya. And the next one, also in the amount of $20,000, goes to Adeline Ray. Okay, I will now turn it over to our very talented MCs, Ms. Erin Gonzalez and Ms. Kinsley Sullivan.
Greg Killeen will be presenting our Army ROTC Scholarship and our University of North Georgia Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm Greg Killeen. I'm from the University of North Georgia Army ROTC program, and I'm honored to be here tonight to present the Army ROTC Scholarship and the University of North Georgia Leadership Scholarship to a wonderful young lady who actually did her scholarship interview with me and knocked it out of the park. So I couldn't be happier than to present the $43,000 ROTC Scholarship and a $5,000 Leadership Scholarship to Avery Martin.
Up next, we have Matthew Mashburn presenting the North Georgia Technical College Scholarship.
Good evening, and congratulations to all you seniors. On behalf of North Georgia Technical College Foundation, I'm pleased to present the President Mark A. Ivester Memorial Scholarship to a Fannin County High School senior this evening. When the selected student enrolls at NGTC, he will receive a $500 scholarship. This student will study electrical systems technology with us. Please join me in congratulating this year's President Mark A. Ivester Memorial Scholarship recipient, Mr. Christopher Gatangalo. How did I
Ms. Shannon York will be presenting our Life University Scholarship along with other scholarships.
Good evening. I'm super blessed to be here this afternoon. This is one of my favorite evenings where we present these scholarships, and I've attended for years just watching and loving this moment. So tonight it is my pleasure and my privilege to present the following athletic scholarships to the following students. Attending Life University to play soccer, and a scholarship in total of $56,000 over 4 years, I would like to congratulate Peyton Roth. Next, attending Oglethorpe University Lanier, scholarship in the amount of $80,000, Jason Pearson. Jason will be playing baseball at Oglethorpe. Next, we are super proud to present a scholarship in the amount of $500,000 attending the United States Military Academy at West Point to Seth Reese. And next, a gal that I have watched play ball for years, would like to recognize a scholarship in the amount of $13,000 to the University of West Georgia to Becca Ledford.
Next, we will have Lucas Roof presenting Reach, Georgia.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of you. That's a big honor, every single one of you. All right. Reach, Georgia is a mentoring and scholarship program providing promising students the support to graduate from high school and achieve post-secondary success. The following students completed a rigorous application and interview process while in middle school and earned the right to be a part of the REACH program. Now, due to an anonymous donor, as these students are set to attend college, they are each receiving a $10,000 REACH scholarship. Our first REACH scholarship goes to Hunter DeMar. Next, Aaliyah Green. Ricardo Arianes Alvarado. Aubrey Beavers. And that's it. Thank you.
Katie Phoenix will be presenting the Young Harris College Scholarship.
Hey, congratulations! Awesome. So my name is Katie Phoenix. I serve as an admissions counselor at Young Harris College. I really want to thank everybody for having me tonight. It's an honor to recognize these wonderful students. Each of these following students have received an academic scholarship solely based off their GPA, altogether totaling to about $72,000. So please join me in recognizing the following students. So Miss Mary Rice, Mr. Jonathan Page, Ms. Ashlyn Berger, and last but not least, Ms. Taylor Poland.
Up next, we have Cindy Peterson presenting the Piedmont University Scholarship.
Good evening, I'm Cindy Peterson, and I'm here representing Piedmont University. On behalf of the trustees, president, faculty, and staff, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be with you this evening. Seniors, again, congratulations. Family and parents, congratulations to you as well. Piedmont is the oldest private, comprehensive liberal arts institution in Northeast Georgia. We've been ranked the top private college, a best value, one of the best returns on investment, and the safest campus in Georgia. We define ourselves by providing a personalized educational experience. With an average class size of 12, Piedmont is a place where students are known by their name and not their ID number. Each year, Piedmont awards over $11 million in scholarships and financial aid to deserving students. Tonight, I'm here to award a portion of that money to a student we've already gotten to know, a student who's going to be majoring in applied health science, and who we're excited to welcome as a new Piedmont Lifer. For her academic achievements and outstanding dedication to academia, this evening I have the distinct honor of awarding a trustee's scholarship in the amount of $18,000 per year, renewable for 4 years, bringing her total to $72,000 to Reagan York.
Be presenting our AMRC Bonnie Hayden Reeves Scholarship. Bonnie Hayden Reeves was born and raised in Fannin County, descending from one of Fannin's pioneer families. She graduated from Mary P. Willingham School for Girls in 1921 and taught in Fannin area elementary schools. After completing her degree from Lincoln Memorial University, she taught school in Knoxville, Tennessee. Before her death in 1993, she established an endowment fund to be used for scholarships for students in our area. She had a deep desire to acknowledge those who had helped her with her own education and pay it forward. Through her strong belief in value of education, her generosity, and her belief in the potential of youth from the mountains of North Georgia, her legacy has provided opportunity for higher education to students for almost 30 years. This year, the Appalachian Mountain Regional Campus Council, the managing organization for the Bonnie Hayden Reeves Foundation, has awarded 12 Fannin County High School graduating seniors a total of $11,500. Please come forward as your name is called. Caitlin White. Tanner Hamby. Adeline Ray. Raven Porter. Ashlyn Berger. Haley Inslee. Chloe Durfeld. Hannah McSwain. Riley Davis. Avery Martin. Rachel Jessen. And Lisbeth Osveda Montoya. Thank you.
Now we have Lucas Roof with Blue Ridge Mountain Parade of Homes.
Good evening again. Many of you know that each year, several of our top builders in the community organize the Parade of Homes. What some of you may not know is that the funds that are created through the Parade of Homes go back to the students who aspire to be in the construction industry. This truly is one of the most generous and creative philanthropic initiatives in our community. Last year, 2 Fannin County High School students each received a $10,000 Parade of Homes scholarship. This year, thanks to builders like Mark Nicholson and Keith Sumner, and thanks to teachers like our welding teacher, Terry Flowers, 8 Fannin County High School seniors with bright futures in the construction industry have each earned a $10,000 Parade of Homes scholarship. So at this time, whenever I call your name, come get your $10,000 Parade of Homes scholarship. Angel Garcia Palomo. Sawyer Moreland. Dalton Bailey. Isaac Davis. Chris Gatanoglu. Ethan Long. Rob Russell. And Chance Stacy. Thank you.
Nicole Potsif will be presenting our Blue Ridge Mountain Arts Association Scholarship.
Good evening. Richard Lowe Evans was a talented and prolific local artist who often captured the beauty of Blue Ridge. Mr. Evans and his family were instrumental in spearheading the growth of our artistic community and our organization. In 2007, with generous support of the Evans family estate, the Blue Ridge Mountains Arts Association established the Richard Lowe Evans Art Education Scholarship in his honor. Since the scholarship's inception, BRMAA has contributed over $16,000 to Fannin County High School students pursuing the arts. The Evans Scholarship focuses on assistance with the expenses of a graduating local high school student pursuing a college education with a focus in the arts. It is with honor, on behalf of the Blue Ridge Mountains Arts Association and the Richard Lowe Evans Estate, I present this year the $1,000 scholarship for Richard Lowe Evans Art Education Scholarship to Kenna Werner.
Luann Watkins and Lindsay Roberts will now be presenting the next two scholarships.
I am neither of those people, but I hope to represent them well. I'm Kayla Davenport. The first scholarship that I would like to present is on behalf of Luann Watkins with True Mountain Realty. This is the Clara Lee Hooper Memorial Scholarship, and it is for $1,000. Throughout her life, Clara Lee Hooper epitomized the virtuous woman of Proverbs chapter 31 to all who had the joy and pleasure to know her. If her husband and her family were required to sum up her life in 2 words, faithful love would be their choice. Clara Lee Hooper led her life as a shining example of unfeigned love to everyone she came in contact with. Her warm smile and hand of fellowship were always extended to the stranger, to the individual in need, to the hurting, and to the lost. Her unselfish devotion to her husband and family was only ever paled by her love and devotion to Jesus Christ, her Lord and Savior. She was a devout worker in the church, teaching children, assisting in VBS, helping direct plays, a hospitality worker, a promoter of the gospel, and she led the women's prayer team in a weekly service. For years, her solos ministered to all who had the honor of hearing her sing. There was no task too great or too small when it came to the Lord's work in her eyes. She was a woman of valor, quiet strength, and great wisdom. There was no compromise to God's word in her, and she girded herself in prayer unashamedly, always seeking counsel from her Heavenly Father in all things. The lives that Clara Lee Hooper has touched in her short lifetime will only be known when the King rewards her openly in heaven, and prepare for a long line, because you never get in a hurry when you are with her. For she made time for everyone, and everyone wanted to be near this woman of faithful love. True Mountain Realty would like to present Hayden Lynch with this scholarship for $1,000 in memory of Clara Lee Hooper. And I will move on to the Inez Moll Davis Memorial Scholarship. I am one of her granddaughters. They have a very large family, and so I'm very happy to be presenting this award today. We lost Mama probably about 9 months ago. So this is new for us, and we're happy to pass along her legacy. Inez Moll Davis was born in Mineral Bluff on January 6, 1948, to the late Carl Moll and Lona Little Moll. Inez was a member of Pleasant Hill Baptist Church, and after graduating high school, Inez worked at a large department store in Atlanta. She actually modeled their clothes. After coming back home and working at Levi Strauss & Co., she married Wendell Davis on December 9, 1968, and started their family. She also enjoyed working in the library at Mineral Bluff Elementary and East Fannin Elementary. She enjoyed that time with her good coworkers and friends. Inez loved her family immensely. She prayed over her family, praying over countless ailments, decisions, and covering her kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids in God's love. She enjoyed reading her Bible, singing a cappella gospel hymns, and she deep dove into genealogy and shared her findings with anyone who would stop by. She had a green thumb and could make any plant, tree, or flower flourish. She will be remembered for cooking delicious Southern foods and taking care of babies and children. Her legacy is her family. True Mountain Realty would like to present Riley Davis with this $2,000 scholarship in honor of Inez Moll Davis.
Deb Satterfield and Casey Loudermilk will be presenting the Copper Basin Federal Credit Union Scholarship.
Good evening. Copper Basin Federal Credit Union would first like to congratulate all of this year's graduates, and we are pleased to present Ms. Leah Pope with this year's scholarship.
Kenny Queen will now present the Fannin County Agriculture Association Scholarship.
Howdy. We have a scholarship night from the Fannin County Co-op for $250 for Mr. Austin Smith. I'm sorry. His is from the Fannin County Young Farmers Association, along with Caleb Couch. I'll get it right in a minute. Rhonda Matthews is going to kill me. Now we have one for $250 for Caleb Couch from the Fannin County Co-op.
Terry Bramlett will be presenting our Fannin County Farm Bureau Scholarship.
Good evening. First of all, on behalf of the Fannin County Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate all of tonight's scholarship recipients. Fannin County Farm Bureau is very proud to present 2 scholarships tonight in the amount of $500 each to 2 students who plan to pursue to further their education in agriculture. Caleb Couch, and Austin Smith.
Jennifer Larson will present the Fannin County FFA Alumni Scholarship.
Hello, I'm the treasurer of the Fannin County Alumni FFA Association, and this year we're presenting 2 scholarships to 2 individuals who showed great character and determination and who have been great promoters and advocates for the Fannin FFA. This year, the Fannin FFA Alumni is proud to present Austin Smith and Caleb Couch.
Jalita Carter and Sandy Acker will be presenting our Fannin County Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship.
On behalf of the Fannin County Sports Hall of Fame, it's Sandy and I's pleasure to give out 4 $1,000 scholarships. The first recipient is Rachel Bruce. Second recipient is Jenna Young. And now for our 2 young men. The first one is Sawyer Moreland. And last but not least, Jason Pearson.
Frank Wood will now present the Fannin County Republican Party Scholarship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. My name is Frank Wood, and I am chairman of the Fannin County Republican Party. It is my, yes sir, thank you. It is my pleasure to represent the party tonight in announcing announcing 5 scholarships to the tune of $2,000 each to 5 well-deserving candidates and recipients. Before we move forward and before we announce the names of these 5 young individuals, I want to thank our committee members that helped make this happen. We set up a committee that actually helped read through the essays, look through the resumes, and chose these 5 young people out of several applicants. Those committee members include Miss Maria Strickland, Charles Fish, Sonia Smith, Mr. Bill Marsh, Brenda Searcy, and Melanie Harris. I also want to thank some of our sponsors, members of the community and businesses in the community that helped us make this happen. We've done scholarships in years past, but this year, thanks to the help of our party members and of citizens and of the businesses, we've been able to increase this to the tune of $2,000 each, $10,000 worth of scholarships. I want to thank Mr. Bill Marsh, Greg Staffens, John Tatum, Linda Kilross, Georgia Mountain Gutters, Rock Solid Custom Homes, Go Green Insulation, Nicholson Tire, and Farmers Grading. So thank you all for the support, and without further ado, I am very proud to announce the following recipients. Miss Ashlyn Berger. Mr. Sawyer Moreland. Miss Raven Porter. Adeline Ray. Last but not least, Miss Raven York. Raven York. Republican can't get the name Reagan incorrectly, can we? That's not allowed. Thank you very much.
Jana Brown will be presenting our FCHS band scholarships.
Good evening. The Fannin County Band Booster Club gives 2 scholarships annually to 2 deserving high school band seniors. The first scholarship, in the amount of $250, is in memory of Tony Kitchens, a dedicated percussionist that was tragically killed in a car accident his sophomore year. And the Tony Kitchens Band Scholarship goes to Z.D. Young. The second scholarship, also in the amount of $250, is in the memory of Lonnie Jones, former pastor of Blue Ridge Church of Christ and Band Booster president. The Lonnie Jones Band Scholarship goes to Will Watkins. Thank you.
Now we have Tina Lee with 2 memorial scholarships.
I'm Tina Lee, the director of the Fannin Christian Learning Center, and for several years now, William Cross Memorial Scholarship has been donated by William Cross Memorial Foundation, and this will be the last year that we will be receiving that money, so it makes it extra special to be able to give it this year to 2 students. It is $2,500 each. The criteria to be a recipient of this award, they have to have taken at least 1 CLC class. We kind of require that. But also they need to be someone that we believe is seeking the heart of God. Someone that is going off to college to pursue not just an education, but to pursue a deeper relationship with their Lord. And so it's awesome to be able to choose them and to be able to award them and continue to pray for them throughout their college career. The first $2,500 scholarship goes to Tempest Jaya. have known her whole life is accurate. I was there when she was born. And this young lady also I have known for so many years, and it is such an honor to see them grow up. It's not that I'm getting older, it's just I've been around a while, and it's great to see them grow up and to be wonderful, godly young ladies. And this $2,500 scholarship goes to Addie Ray. I also have the privilege of awarding scholarships from Dr. Stacy's chiropractic office, the Carrie Kiker Memorial Scholarship. And there's two different scholarships. One is for $2,000, and that goes to Jacqueline Harris. And going full circle here, I'll return to the Carrie Kiker Memorial Scholarship for $4,000 to Tempest Jaya.
Kathy Beck and Kathy Kors will be presenting the Fannin Scholarship. Good evening, my name is Kathy Beck, and I, along with Kathy Corey, I'm here this evening on behalf of Feed Fannin Board of Directors, members, and volunteers to present 3 scholarship awards. Feed Fannin is a local nonprofit organization founded in 2009 and is made up of all volunteers working together to educate and encourage our community towards self-sufficiency while providing food for those in need in Fannin County and the Copper Basin. While Feed Fannin started as a community garden in 2009, growing and donating produce to the local food pantry, our mission has grown over the past 13 years. We are fortunate to have a farm and garden on property leased to us by the Fannin County Board of Education, where we provide 22 raised beds that the community is allowed to use to plant their own gardens. In addition to growing fresh produce on our farm, Feed Fannin supports our local economy by purchasing year-long supplemental produce, meat, milk, and eggs from local farmers and vendors. We purchased canned goods and staples from the Chattanooga Food Bank. Everything we grow or purchase goes to supply the local food pantry and other charitable organizations in our community who also share our mission to provide food to those in need. In 2021, Feed Fannin provided 178,260 pounds of fresh produce and canned goods, in addition to 10,300 dozen eggs, 9,177 gallons of milk, and over 1,300 holiday hams and turkeys to those in need in our community. Feed Fannin provides school outreach and supports our local schools by providing grants to all Fannin County schools to help with garden clubs, to the FFA to help students with greenhouse supplies and funds to attend leadership conference. We also promote agriculture in Fannin County by our support of the Fannin County Young Farmers Organization and provide countless tuitions for the local 4-H clubs. Our work is made possible through the support of donors and the incredible Blue Ridge community, supporters, and friends of Feed Fannin. We thank you for your support. We are always looking for new ways to give back to our community. So tonight we are happy to be able to expand our school reach by providing 3 $1,000 scholarships to the following students. And since Feed Fannin has roots in agriculture and education, we want to recognize students who have worked hard and have plans to continue their studies in these 2 areas. Our first scholarship award goes to Carly Jean Cox. Our next award goes to Austin Smith. And our final $1,000 scholarship goes to Caleb Couch.
Linda Day and Reverend Buddy Butler will now present the Methodist Church Scholarship.
Good evening. We're pleased to be here to represent the First United Methodist Church of Copper Hill. For over 20 years, our church has given a scholarship to a graduating senior at Fannin County High School and also at Copper Basin High School. The students submit an application to us and an essay where they tell us about their goals in life and also their faith journey. And we had several applications this year. It's always very difficult to make the decision, and it's very rewarding to read the essays that these students send to us. So at this time, our pastor, Buddy Butler, will make the presentation of the scholarship, which is in the amount of $750.
So on behalf of Copper Hill First United Methodist Church, we are honored to give this year's scholarship to the one, the only, Miss Sydney McGill.
Dr. Todd Gare will be presenting Hannah's Helping Hand Scholarship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ms. Rogers wanted me to extend her appreciation for the recipient of this scholarship, as she could not be here tonight working on the future of the arts for next year, so I'm very thankful that she asked me to come in her place. I see several educators out here, so with your permission and on behalf of all the educators that are here, we are so proud of you. We are so thankful that we have the opportunity to have you in our lives, and we're looking forward to what you guys are going to do in our future. Thank you so much. And this scholarship means something very personal to me. It was established in 2019 in honor of my daughter, Hannah Guerin. Hannah has a disability called Rett syndrome. It is a debilitating disability that will keep her with me and my wife for the rest of our life, which is the blessing. And we're so thankful that we get to hold on to her for that. But just for a humble moment and a humble amount, this scholarship was established by Thespian Troop 6952 President Abigail Kreitzer in 2019 with the intention that the recipient of this award continues service. And seniors, that's what I want you to remember. A lot of money is going to go around tonight, but nothing is more valuable than the service that you're going to provide to mankind as we step forward. Service above all. And as I say humble, I'm very excited to see this person's name. I got to see him grow up in the troop when he came to us a few years ago, and I'm very excited for Tatum Plummer to receive $500 for the Hannah's Helping Hand Scholarship.
Bill Ethelberger will now present the Kiwanis Club of Blue Ridge.
Good evening. Thank you. It's an honor to be here representing the Blue Ridge Kiwanis Club. This year we're giving away 6 $1,000 scholarships. The first 2 will be renewable for 4 years, and the last 4 will be renewable for 2 years. The first 4-year recipient is Rachel Bruce. The next one is Aaron Gonzalez. Now on the 2-year renewable ones, Haley Ensley. Cameron McDarvis. Leah Pope. And the last one goes to Chance Stacy. Thank you.
Mr. Don Mull will be presenting the Lake Blue Ridge Civic Association Scholarship.
Good evening. Lake Blue Ridge Civic Association sponsors such things as a boater safety course, a lake cleanup. We help put on the fireworks show, and we give scholarships. Tonight I have 4 scholarships. The first 2, we have a couple of members named Mr. and Ms. Perry Novak. They have a company called Blue Water Energy. They have furnished $5,000 to be divided amongst these 2 for welding. So let me get Anthony, wait a minute. There you go, Sawyer Moreland. And the second is Cameron McNaris. All right. Our first academic scholarship, in the amount of $1,500, goes to Raven Porter. Now, this next one's an honorary scholarship. One of our past presidents, maybe the best ever, was Tom Escott. This is the Tom Escott Memorial Scholarship for $2,000, and it goes to Anthony Covey. Thank you.
Tiffany Roth will now present the next 2 scholarships.
I'm here representing Learning Tree Academy first. That's our school. This scholarship is meant to encourage the recipient through their educational journey. We believe that learning should be engaging, creative, inspirational, and fun. I hope whatever path you choose in the future, you enjoy the journey. This scholarship is presented to Megan McDaniel. And it's for $500, and it's renewable every year for 4 years. And this next one is the Steve Roth Was Super Awesome Memorial Scholarship. Steve Roth was a friend to everyone. He had a smile and the best sense of humor of anyone I've ever met. He had a heart for people and their circumstances and a desire to help those in need. Besides a fierce love for his children, Cassidy and Peyton Roth, Peyton's over there, he lived every day wanting to share the love of Jesus with anyone that he could. As a pastor, he was all about relationships, and he was someone anyone would feel comfortable going to. After 30 years, I lost him in 2018 to a battle of cancer. Sorry. And he was all the goodness that this world offers, and he is missed every day by his family and his friends. When I'm going through the process of deciding who to give this scholarship to every year, I'm wanting it to go to somebody who embodies the same characteristics that we miss about him every day. Someone who is a good friend, someone who cares about those around them, someone who is selfless and humble, someone who has a heart for Jesus, and someone who impacts the world around them daily just by being a good person. Someone that others trust and can confide in. I had an idea of who I thought that student would be, and asked somebody else their opinion, and without hesitation, this person's name came right up. And because I thought it'd be tacky for me to give it to our son, so I knew I wasn't going to give him the scholarship, I did ask his opinion. I was like, hey, I'm thinking of giving this scholarship, you know, do you have any ideas? And without hesitation, there was this person's name again. So I'm very proud and very honored and also very validated by those around me that this year this scholarship for $500, also renewable every year for the next 4 years, will go to Addie Ray.
Kelly Gonzalez will be presenting the Marilyn Mcfarland Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, parents. I see a lot of familiar faces because my child grew up with all these children, and I've seen them being a substitute, and also as representative of Fannin County School Nutrition Office. Marilyn Mcfarland Memorial Scholarship was created in memory of the first Fannin County School Nutrition Director, Marilyn Mcfarland. The scholarships presented are made possible by fundraisers and personal contributions, and these ladies work very, very hard to raise some money for this purpose. A lot of times there's about 5 recipients. It usually goes to family members of the school nutrition program, but this year there's just 1 graduate, and that graduate's my daughter, Erin Gonzalez. Thank you.
Janet Tejner and Martha Schickinger will now present North Georgia's Master Gardener Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm Janet. This is Martha. We're here representing the North Georgia Master Gardeners. We're a Fannin County-based organization whose members function as UGA Extension volunteers. Our focus is agriculture education. Since 2011, we've awarded almost $30,000 in college scholarships to local high school graduates who have an interest in agriculture, forestry, and horticulture. Our funds for these scholarships come from our annual plant sale, so thank you for participating. This year's Fannin County High School Award winners are, we have 3, Kenna Verner, Caleb Couch, and Austin Smith.
AJ Petrilla will be presenting the Petrilla Group Scholarship.
Hello. Congrats, guys. Pleased to present the first annual Petrilla Group Scholarship to Adeline Ray.
Penny Connell will now present the Sandy Lane Scholarship.
Hi, I'm here representing PFLAG Blairsville, and I'm here to present the Sandy Lane Scholarship, and it is given in honor of our founder, Sandy Lane, and the scholarship will go to Z. DeYoung.
Mike Tipton and Darvin Couch will present the Shop with the Cop Scholarship.
Good evening. Fannin County Shop with the Cop was started about 8 years ago with one single purpose: to support and help our youth in Fannin County. And thanks to generous donations of local civic groups, individuals, private donors, we've been able to assist 100 kids this year and 33 families in our communities. And also at this time, we've got 5 $1,000 scholarships. First one goes to Addie Ray. Next one's Aaron Gonzalez. Tanner Hamby. Reagan York. And Aaliyah Green.
Jennifer Walker will now present the Georgia Beta Upsilon.
On behalf of the Educators Sorority, Georgia Beta Epsilon, I would like to present their scholarship in the amount of $300 to Ashlyn Berger.
This year's junior board officers will be presenting the following scholarships.
The United Community Bank Junior Board of Directors is a community service and leadership organization sponsored by UCBI and Fannin County High School. My name is Judy Young, and I served as chairperson for the 2021 through 2022 school year. One of our projects each year is to raise money for scholarships for FCHS seniors who have been accepted to college, demonstrate academic excellence, and dedication to their community.
I'm Reagan York, and I served on the junior board alongside Jenna. On behalf of the 2021 and 2022 Junior Board of Directors, we would like to thank Jennifer Dalrymple, Tammy Thomas for their leadership and guidance, the Kiwanis Club for hosting our bingo night, UCBI and local merchants for all donations, several generous individuals for all personal donations, and everyone who provided food, played bingo, and or helped us in any way.
This incredible support has allowed us the opportunity to raise $3,300 total for scholarships this year. This total has been divided among 3 individuals. The recipients are Elizabeth Acevedo Montoya, Haley Inslee, and Maisie Goble.
Teresa Dillard will now present the Williamstown United Methodist Church Scholarship.
Good evening. It's an honor to be back at Fannin County High School. I will first want to congratulate all the seniors. I remember the day you walked in the door a long time ago, it seems like, Lincoln and I. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. You've got a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations. Special congratulations also to the parents. You've put up with a whole lot for the last a long time. We won't go into years, but you've done a great job with these students. And also a special thank you to the faculty and staff of Fannin County High School for working so hard to get these students to this point. They're a great support system, and we're very fortunate to have them. I come before you tonight as a member of Williamstown United Methodist Church to honor two members of our church. So if I could have Heidi Ray and Catherine Young to come up, please. I can remember when Heidi was born, and we held her at our first Christmas dinner, so it's been there. And Catherine's been with us since she was tiny, so probably 3/4 of her life. So we're very blessed to have these two young ladies, and they have achieved great academic success, and we're here to honor them and recognize them. But on Sunday, we had our graduation ceremony and luncheon at church, and we're fortunate to have Dr. Ramsey, the principal, attend church with us, and so he got the honor to award them their Bibles and our chance to talk to them, and I knew he would do a great job, but he made a statement that I'm going to steal from him, and he said that, you know, education opens the door for the future, for your success and for your life, and that's very important, and we're very proud of these two girls and their academic achievements and all of our students. But the most important thing about you is not your academic achievement, it's about your heart, and it's about your kindness, and it's about your willingness to serve, as Dr. Guerin mentioned earlier, and it's just about being a good person. And I am honored to say that these two young ladies are part of my church and my church family, and I am proud of who they are as individuals. I am proud of who they are as academic students. Hattie will be attending Chattahoochee Tech to pursue a career in education, and Catherine is attending the University of Georgia. I'm not sure exactly the pursuit there. We're going to determine that a little bit later. But no matter what they do, I am certain that they will continue to make a difference in the world, just like they have so far. And I would also, before I give them their awards, challenge all of the seniors to remember that you need to make a difference wherever you go. I challenge you to cherish your past, dream for tomorrow, and live today, because the moment you have is all you have. Make the best of it. And thank you for the opportunity to be here. I'm going to give Heidi Ray and Catherine Young each $500 from Williamstown United Methodist Church.
Richard York will be presenting the Woodman Life Insurance Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Richard York, and I'm local agent and financial advisor for Woodman Life and Woodman Financial Services. We're a not-for-profit insurance and financial company that helps protect the financial futures of families, and giving back to our hometowns and putting money back in our local communities is what we're all about. And these scholarships are a part of that. I'm thankful tonight to be able to present 12 $500 scholarships to these students. And the first one is Kinsley Sullivan. Emily Turner. I know he's been called Cameron, but I think he likes Thatcher. There's Raven Porter. Chance Stacy. Carter Mann. Corbin Head. Haley Jo Turner. Lexi Long. Jenna Young. Kaylee Kendall. And the last one's pretty special to me. It's my own Reagan York. Thank you.
Brittany Patterson will now present the Woman in Charge Scholarship.
Good evening. I brought a friend. This is Kristen Wilborn. Women in Charge is a local group that we started to encourage and support local women and women-owned businesses, and that of course starts with our young ladies. So we're excited to be able to present a $1,000 scholarship tonight, and that's going to go to Lillian Davis.
We now begin the Fannin County Scholarship Foundation section of our program. And the first foundation donor is the Fannin County Homemakers. The amount of the scholarship is $1,000 and it goes to Haley Newton. On behalf of Tri-State EMC, their Roundup Scholarship in the amount of $500 will go to Angel Garcia. For decades, the Tri-State EMC has also recognized our valedictorian and salutatorian. This year, our valedictorian is Ashlyn Berger, and she will receive $1,000. And salutatorian is Kirsten Holloway. On behalf of the Auxiliary of Fannin Regional Hospital, I would like to present their scholarship in the amount of $500 to Elizabeth Acevedo.
Suzanne Davenport will present the following scholarships.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back on this stage after 17 years. I graduated in 2005, and I'm very thankful to be here. Congratulations, class and parents, and it's really nice seeing all the teachers and classmates and all the professional colleagues we have here in the audience. I'm grateful for all of you, and I encourage you to come back to Fannin County. It's a great place to raise a family. I want to present the Dorothy Patton Molly Aiken Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $3,000 to Sarah Holton. And the second scholarship goes to Coy Mealer. The second scholarship is the Dr. and Mrs. William Campbell Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, and that goes to Michaela Jones. And the Southern Drug Company Scholarship goes to one of our own who's only been working with us for a few months, but she's been just such a great asset to our community and our business, and that goes to Miss Jacqueline Harris.
Lucas Ruth will now present the next two scholarships.
As many of you know in the room, I lost my father in 2016. And I'm honored to present tonight in the amount of $500 the Dr. Jack Ruth Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given in honor of my late father. Aside from being a physician, my dad believed in public service and always looked for ways that he could contribute to the community. As an educator, I try to do the same thing. He taught me many lessons. However, the one that sticks with me the most is to work hard and be nice to people. Plus, when you work hard and you're nice to people, it sure feels better to lay your head down at night on your pillow. And he would always say that if you're nice to people and you work hard, everything's more likely to fall into place. Therefore, this scholarship each year will go to a student that works hard, and if possible, to a student that aspires to become a pioneer in a medical-based field. This year's Dr. Jack Ruth Memorial Scholarship goes to Sydney McGill. And I'm also honored tonight to give the Prather Memorial Scholarship. The Prathers and Ellen Jewell, they were a major part of my childhood growing up, treated me like family. And every time I look over at Bill, again, it reminds me of my dad because they were pretty much best friends. So, without further ado, again, honored to give this one for $3,000. The Prather Memorial Scholarship goes to Jenny Young.
Rigdon will present the Albert E. Harrison Foundation Scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Frankie Rigdon, ETC's Vice President of Operations and a 1984 graduate of Fannin County High School. ETC would like to congratulate those here tonight representing the Fannin County High School graduating class of 2022. You made it. Congratulations. Each year, the Albert E. Harrison Foundation works in conjunction with the Fannin County Scholarship Foundation to distribute college scholarships to Fannin County graduates who are pursuing a secondary education. Tonight, we will present scholarships totaling $50,000. Assisting me tonight is ETC technician John Moreland, who has been with ETC for 21 years. John was instrumental in developing processes and procedures related to ETC's fiber to the home expansion in Fannin County. John is one of ETC's star employees. I'm very proud to have him as a co-worker and a friend. I know many of you in the audience have had him install or repair ETC services at your home or business. My second assistant is Sarah Rigdon, Deputy Superintendent of the Fannin County School System, and yes, more importantly to me, she is also my wife. Sarah is a 1987 graduate of Fannin County High School. For those students sitting behind me, Sarah may have been your principal at East Fannin Elementary School a few years ago, or serves to support you in other jobs within the school system. In just a few months, she will complete her 30th year of supporting students in Fannin County School System. As I call your name, please come forward and receive your scholarship and commemorative coin from John Moreland. It's your choice whether you give him a high five or a fist bump. You decide. Our first scholarship goes to Elizabeth Aceveda Montoya. Hayden Bond. Anthony Covey. Cassidy Culpepper. There went a fist bump. Lillian Davis. Maisie Goble. Tanner Hamby. Kirsten Holloway. Sarah Holton. Rachel Jessen. Cater Johnson. Ethan Jones. Our next recipient is Riley Lindstrom, and I understand Riley was involved in an accident today and is unable to be here. Hannah Mashburn. Hannah McSwain. Jason Pearson. Don't y'all think John looks all hot dressed up for Williams? Raven Porter. Jenna Young. Catherine Young. Our final recipient tonight is Mr. Sawyer Moreland. Congratulations, students.
Margaret Stewart and Suzanne Price will now present the Hugh Robert Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to say that I think I'm the most senior statesman in the room because my graduating class was Fannin County High School in 1982. So we're 40 years out. So we're here to present the scholarship in honor of our father, Bob C., who was an educator here in Fannin County for 30 plus years. He served in many different roles. He was a teacher. He was a coach. He was Assistant Superintendent Curriculum Director, and his final role was that of Superintendent of Schools. I will say that some of the buildings that we have here in our county were instrumental. My father was instrumental in securing the funding for them, and many of the educators that have taught you all and possibly taught your parents were students of my own dad. So this is our first year doing this in honor of our dad, and we're kind of shooting from the hip tonight. He taught us to be resourceful, and so I'm going to let my sister Margaret take over from here.
Speaking of resourceful, I decided I better read because if I wing it, we'll be here for another hour. And I know y'all don't want that because I teach high school, so y'all are ready to go. This was an article or a post written by Gene Crawford. Anybody who grew up in Fannin County and is over the age of 50, you probably know who that is. If you didn't or you're not from here, you may not know who Gene Crawford is. But he was also an educator lifelong here in Fannin County. And in 4.5 days, I will be a retired educator. And so that was one thing we started talking about was the importance of teachers and why, we look at Fannin County and we're both, I'm a 1986 graduate, by the way. We look at the school system and we say, we're proud of it. And because it didn't just get great right now, it started a long time ago. People before our dad, people who are still here. I mean, and I just, we got really motivated to give this scholarship to someone who wanted to pursue education, because it is such an worthwhile profession. Because I'm standing up here and I can look around and I see a pharmacist I taught, and yes, Frankie, I'm saying it, the assistant district attorney I taught in Fannin County, and we all had a great teacher sometime that we can look back and reflect upon. So without further ado, I'll shut up. As I said, this was a post written by Jean Crawford, and in the National Teacher Appreciation Week, and it's remembering a great teacher and a great man. When I decided to go to college to become a teacher, I didn't know how much money teachers made. It didn't matter to me. I didn't become a teacher for the money. I became a teacher to make a difference in the lives of boys and girls. I wanted to help students realize their potential and become what they wanted to be. I wanted to have a positive impact on their lives. If successful, my students would positively impact our world. That was a quote by Jean Crawford himself. I have been richly blessed by having been taught by many outstanding teachers, and I have written at length about several of them. Since this is National Teacher Appreciation Week, I want to share my writing of one of my outstanding teachers. I'll try not to cry. I said I wasn't going to. That teacher's name is Bob C. Bob C. was such a dedicated person in all that he undertook, and his love for teaching was evident from the first day I walked into his senior English class in 1960. He was firm, fair, and consistent. He always went the extra mile for students. His class began when you walked through the door and seldom ended when the bell rang to the end of the class. He cared deeply about each student. He was diplomatic yet solid in articulating his expectations of high performance, and this kind of steady encouragement taught me the value of setting high standards for academics and for life in general. Mr. C was a true professional whose love of teaching was evident in the enthusiasm, eagerness, and effectiveness he demonstrated with every class and each individual student. He had the perfect balance of kindness and determination, challenging his students to be the absolute best they could be and always supporting them when they needed extra help. I treasure to this day the positive and powerful learning experience I had under Bob C.'s tutelage. He left quite an impression on me and really taught me a lot about character, not only by his words, but more importantly by his example. He was special because he instilled in me a desire to speak and write correctly, and he was an example of how hard work pays off. He inspired me to acquire an interest in literature and in writing. He also pointed out that I could be both a good athlete as well as a good student by applying myself to both. He was a father figure to me then and to this day. Mr. Bob C. had a profound impact on me as he cultivated my interest in pursuing my education. After graduating from college, I began teaching and coaching. 7 years later, I was hired as a school principal. In dealing with the multitude of problems as a school administrator, I would invariably ask myself, how would Mr. C handle this problem? Mr. C was the assistant superintendent for instruction at this time, and he taught me how to be a good school administrator. 8 years later, Mr. C became the superintendent of schools, and he asked me to be his assistant superintendent, which I gladly and proudly accepted. As soon as our new jobs began together, Mr. C had heart surgery, which forced him into an earlier retirement than he had planned. When he announced his intentions to retire, he asked me to consider seeking the position of superintendent of schools. Because of his confidence in me, I sought this elected position, and because of his help, I was elected superintendent of schools. Mr. Bob C. died
on April 17, 1991, but his influence on me and thousands of others continues to this day. Bob C. was a brilliant man, and his vision was far in advance of our era. This great man and outstanding educator made me stretch my thinking, and he made me want to strive to do better. He taught me a lot about sacrifice, struggles, and service to others. Bob C. was a man of admirable class and enormous dignity and unquestionable character. Can one special teacher make a lasting difference in the life of a child? Absolutely. Mr. Bob C. did. Tom Brokaw said, "It's easy to make a buck, it's a lot tougher to make a difference." Each of us can make a positive difference in the life of another person. It doesn't have to be in a schoolhouse classroom. It can be anywhere in the world and from any walk of life. Even with our imperfections and flaws, we all have the ability to make a difference in the life of another person. The difference is how we use it. Bob C. used his life and his God-given ability to make a difference.
And so this 1,000 Bob C. Memorial Scholarship goes to Kirsten Holloway.
Jennifer Walker will present our next scholarship.
For over 20 years, Kenny Stewart, K&S Tank Lines, has presented a scholarship. This year it will be in memory of his father, Kenneth Lee Stewart Sr. He's also belovedly known as Greasy Stewart. And that scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and it will go to Dawson Galloway.
Christy Zell will now present the next 3 scholarships.
Well, good evening. It's going to be hard to follow all these wonderful presenters after all the great job they've done tonight. Welcome to the scholarship program. I'm so excited to see all of you. If you don't know me, my name is Christy Zell. I'm the freshman and junior counselor here. And I want to say thank you to Jennifer Walker. She's done a great job, and I get to see how the ropes are for next year, so I get to do this program. And I also want to say thank you to the presenters. It's been wonderful hearing all the stories about your families and loved ones. It's just been a pleasure hearing that. Thank you to the parents and the students. I don't know very many of you, but I'm very honored to give out the next couple awards. The first one, on behalf of the Leila Morrison Memorial, I'd like to give $500 to Haley Inslee. On behalf of the Christina Plus Memorial, $250 will be going to Haley Newton. I'm so short, I have to move this down a little bit. The Fannin County Empty Stocking Program is proud to be able to donate 12 1,000 scholarships tonight. With this donation, they have been able to give back over $608,000 the last 8 years to kids in our community. 2 of the scholarships are named in honor of a past board of director, Mr. Tommy Dowdy, who passed away in 2019. Tommy was especially proud of these scholarships. The Empty Stocking Program was able to award those scholarships that goes to Angel Garcia Palomo for $1,000. And Tempest Giant for $1,000. The other 10 scholarship goes to Anthony Covey, Carly Cox, Chloe Durafeld, Dawson Galloway, Corbin Head, Sarah Holton, Ethan Jones, Hannah McSwain, Hoy Mueller, and Krista Lee Rios Espinoza. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Amanda and Paul Patterson will be presenting our next scholarship.
Good evening. Our son Riley was born in 2004 with a rare metabolic disorder. He had the brightest blue eyes, was loved and adored by everyone who knew him. And although his disease was terminal, you wouldn't know it most days because he always had a smile on his face. Riley passed away in 2005, a few days shy of being 15 months old. We wanted to honor him this year by providing a scholarship in his memory to a deserving student of the class of 2022, as this would have been his graduating class. Our desire was to help further the education of a student pursuing a degree in healthcare, thereby weaving Riley's legacy of life into the lives of future patients and people served. The Riley Patterson Memorial Scholarship goes to Adeline Ray.
Bill Prather will now present the next few scholarships.
I'm not going to tell you when I graduated from high school at West Fannin, but you can look at the top of my head and the color of the hair on my face and get a pretty good notion of how long ago that might have been. It's my very distinct pleasure to present the Eaton, the Eaton Family Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $5,000 to Alea Green, am I saying that? The next scholarships are from the Messier family. The first is the Messier Family Scholarship for $5,000 to Chloe Durfield. The Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship, $1,000 to Alexis Long. Another Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 to Cameron McDarris. Another Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $5,000 to Hannah McSwain. Another Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Jason Pearson. Another Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Heidi Ray. Another Sandra Mercier Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Caitlin White.
Suzanne Davenport will present our next scholarship.
The United Community Bank Scholarship for $500 goes to Jason Pearson.
I don't want to take anything away from other high schools, but being voted the most outstanding senior boy and girl at Fannin County High School, it just means more. Because the competition is so stiff. I mean, you see sitting up here tonight, you see how many outstanding young men and women we have. And so to be voted on that with all the competition you have, it means more. So it is my honor tonight to get to recognize the most outstanding senior boy, Mr. Seth Reese. And our most outstanding senior girl, Miss Rachel Bruce. Now we want to recognize our Zell Miller recipients. When I call your name, just come up to the front and stand until every name is called, because we want people to see who you are. The Zell Miller Scholarships are available to qualifying Georgia residents who demonstrate academic excellence, achieving at least a 3.7 GPA as calculated by the Georgia Student Finance Commission, along with a minimum score of 1,200 on the SAT or a minimum composite score of 26 on the ACT. The Zell Miller Scholarship pays 100% of total cost of in-state tuition charged. Now this will be finalized later in the summer, but our Zell Miller recipients are Hayden Bond, Rachel Bruce, you have to stand up here for everybody to look at you. Just line up right over there. Ashlyn Berger, Anthony Covey, David Tanner Hamby, Kirsten Holloway, Cater Johnson, Ethan Jolly, Sydney McGill, Drake Usry, Reagan York, and Catherine Young. And again, these students qualify for 100% of total in-state tuition. So let's give them one round of applause.
Bill Prather, Lucas Ruth, and Suzanne Davenport will now present the Fannin County Scholarship Foundation.
Have able help this time. Fannin County Scholarship Foundation was started in 1991, sole purpose being to raise endowment type funds to provide scholarships for Fannin County High School graduates. Our current amount that we draw on is $2,637,000, which is not bad. The good thing about that is that money will be there for generations going forward. When certainly I'm dead and gone. We would like to present scholarships. Our first scholarships will be our R.G. and Pat Hudson scholarships due to the fact that they endowed these scholarships that we could give this money away each year. The first of these goes to, for $5,000, goes to Tempest Gadd. The next one for $5,000 goes to Aaron Gonzalez. These two folks, by the way, are members of our Board of Trustees. The next goes $5,000 Hudson Scholarship goes to Jacqueline Harris. The next $5,000 scholarship from the Fannin County Scholarship Foundation, Avery Martin, $5,000. Next Hudson Scholarship, $5,000, Sidney McGill. Next Hudson Scholarship for $5,000 to Adeline Ray. Next Hudson Scholarship for $5,000 goes to Crystalee Rios Espanola. The next Hudson Scholarship, $5,000 to Caitlin White. The next Hudson Scholarship for $5,000 is for Rachel Bruce. And the next Hudson Scholarship for $5,000 is for Ashlyn Berger. The next Hudson Scholarship for $5,000 goes to Carly Cox. The next scholarship comes from the funds of the Fannin County Scholarship Foundation, $5,000 to Riley Davis. $5,000 to Hunter DeMar. And last but not least, $5,000 to Haley Easley. Each year for many years we have recognized our academic top 10. I'm going to sit down and let these young people do it, since they're going to be doing this before long anyway.
So many of you may have seen this plaque before, but this is for the academic top 10, and they have their names on the plaque. Could you raise your hand if any of you have been on this plaque before? Yeah, maybe a few out here? Yeah. Any back here? Well, the top 10 students we're going to recognize tonight, and they're also going to get a $250 award. And when we call your name, please come up to the front. We want you to stand, and we're going to recognize you all together.
First off, valedictorian, Ashlyn Berger. Salutatorian, Kirsten Holloway. Sydney McGill. Catherine Young. Rachel Bruce. Raven Porter. Jacqueline Harris. I think this is a repeat of when I graduated. I think I was 8th or 9th and it was all girls in front of me. So, Cater Johnson. Carlisle Skelton. And Aaron Gonzalez.
All right, if you'll give him one more round of applause.
Okay, so at the beginning of our program, I told you what outstanding students we had, and you've seen that on display, and I also told you what a generous community we had, and that has been on display as well. So the totals for tonight, just to bring this all into perspective. Total scholarship money earned tonight, $1,523,880. Earned and awarded. Grand total, if you include the 4-year earning potential of the Zell Miller Scholars, brings that to $2,016,264. So I want to say a huge thank you to our community for always continuing to support our students. And I want to express my gratitude and my appreciation for the kind of students we have. That's a direct reflection on their parents, on the job you're doing raising them, but also on the kind of young men and women they are and the character they have. So we, as I said, to begin with, and I'll close the same way, we are very blessed here in Fannin County. And I just really have to thank Frank Wood, because that's got to be the most enthusiastic scholarship presentation that I have ever seen. You know, if he works hard, he might make an attorney someday. Okay, that concludes our program, and at this time we'll ask all scholarship recipients to stay around because